Hey, you guys, I know that you guys look forward to the midweek chat. So here it is because we got a couple things to talk about. So I'm going to wait for you guys to stroll on in here. The notifications, yep, should have went out. It just did. So we'll just take a few minutes and, wait for you guys to come on in here. Alrighty. So if you are, I can't tell as of yet. I gotta check out my chat box. Let me see. Okay, let's see if we got folks coming in here. Okay. So I'll wait for you guys to start strolling on in here. I'm telling you, it's been a very, very interesting week. Here they come. Hey, Angela. Hey, Allison. Yes, you made a live stream. Make sure you guys hitting that like button when you come in. Come on into the room. Monique, Delmonica, Victoria, Shanda. Yep, it's that time again. It's Wednesday. I used to go on do my midweek chats on Tuesday. But the last couple of Tuesdays has been busy. I had to go and meet my sister yesterday evening, and that took up most of the evening. By the time I got home, yes, I was tired. So I knew, well, you know what? I ain't going to say that I knew, because the spoilers for Bold for today was not at all what happened today. Let's see. We got Victoria, Happy Dee Dee. Hey Dee Dee. Eula, Jasmine, Ivy, Rose, Cheryl. Hey girl. Okay. So, yep, here we go. Here we go. It is Wednesday. We're doing the midweek chat. Like I said, I was going to do it yesterday, but unfortunately I had to meet up with my sister and her husband and, family stuff, right? So, hey, besides me watching soaps, doing recaps and spoilers, I got to spend time with the fam. All right. So. Again, what I was just saying is that the Bold and the Beautiful gave us incorrect spoilers for today. Yep. Because the spoilers for March 13th was the fact that Hope was supposed to be consoling Deacon, and Thomas was supposed to be there for Steffy. Bree, do you want to come up, girl? Are you available? I can bring you over through the IG chat side. Let me know if you want to come over. Let me know, and I'll connect with you so we can both talk about this. I don't know if you've watched it. You didn't catch you didn't catch today's show, Angela. Yeah, well, I got a little bit of Lily conversation that I need to talk about too. So. But breathe, yeah, like I said, let me know if you want to jump into the live with me, okay? So say yes or no, or you're working, or you're busy. Well, no, you're an hour ahead of me, so it's 7 o'clock where you are. So if you are available, let me know. But, the spoilers were incorrect. But I will say that I am happy that they were incorrect, because I really enjoyed seeing Thope today. And it wasn't the fact that they were actually sleeping together. They were so oh, you can't? Okay, hold on. Let me bring you on. I'm going to pull you over through the Instagram side, okay? Alrighty. Let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so that's how Instagram sounds. If you hear that little ringtone, that's what that is. So Bria will hopefully be coming in pretty soon. Let's see. There she is. Hey, girl.
Hey everybody, can you guys hear me?
Oh, I can hear you perfect. You sound better coming through here than you do when I do it through the podcast.
Okay, this actually then if that works, then we can do it that way.
Yeah. But you know what? Just to let you know, I got a notification from Spotify that they're changing some of the features with when it comes to the podcasting, and one of them is the um how people can join in a chat like how we do it, and I'm like, oh no. So it's in June, so I'll get more information about that, and if not, we'll do it this way. Shoot, we ain't got to do.
Okay,
So we'll see.
sounds good to me.
All right. So what I was just saying, Bree. Okay, so you keep up with the spoilers for the week, correct?
Yeah, I was confused. I felt like I missed an episode or something because
Exactly.
nothing matched up.
Exactly. And the thing was, is that because I even said it when I did my Young and the Restless recap, at the end, I always say, stay tuned for the Bold and Beautiful, and I give a couple of highlights. And I gave the highlight about Hope and Deacon and Thomas and Steffi. None of that happened. Deacon was nowhere to be found today. He was even at the scene at Ir Giardino. We didn't even see him there.
Which I was kind of surprised. Like we only seen him once. I think. What didn't Hope come and console him once, and that was the last time we seen him,
Right.
and that was it.
Yeah, and he was at the morgue. That was the same
Wow.
day, right?
Yeah, so I'm like, what happened? Did they misprint, or was it supposed to be for like next week's episode?
Girl, I don't know, because when they said about, because tomorrow is supposed to be Bill and Luna conversation.
Why? Oh God! I thought we were
Yeah,
done
because
and over
she
with
needs
that.
somebody to talk to and blase. But probably Angela, probably for maybe you got an hour. You got an hour, Bree.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for like an hour.
Yeah, so we'll probably be on till the top of the hour. So it's approximately, I can't even, what is it? Okay, it's about almost 10 after 6 here, 10 after 7 where Bree is. So up until 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock Eastern. There you go. All right, back on track. Yeah, so that kind of threw me for a little bit, but I will say that I was actually happy to see Thope, and the way that it was, girl, I loved it.
It was like a date. It was so cute from start to finish. I was like, oh, like I want to go to Roma too. It was so nice. And we got to see both of their personalities really shine. Like I've never seen that sort of banter that Hope had with Thomas that she did with Liam. Like never, ever. How cute and how sweet. They actually looked like a whole couple.
Right.
It was so nice.
And they were at his place. We didn't get the tiny cabin in the woods, Bree.
That gives me good hope. That gives me that's just like a sign of like, we're moving along. She's going to get up out that cabin. Let's get our prayers together, people.
I know, right?
Please get her out of that boxcar. Race her. Let her move on to that beautiful mansion with Thomas.
Girl, listen. What we saw was a sweeter side to Thomas. This man put a romantic dinner together. Even though he ordered the food from Ir Giardino, he made that dessert. He remembered her dessert from Rome, went and found the recipe, and made it himself for her.
That was so cute. I was like, I had to look it up. I was like, oh, so it's kind of like creme brulee, basically. But the fact that he made the effort, he's making effort like a real boyfriend, like a real couple. This is so sweet. This is a side of Thope we haven't seen.
Exactly. Because this is for the first time. Normally they're kissing and smooching and taking each other's clothes off. And that's fine, because obviously we enjoy that too. But I like the fact that we saw this side. This is what they would be like at home together, having dinner, laughing, talking about taking trips together. All of that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It was just a sweet, loving moment. They talked about the kids and they talked about the relationship. They had the little tiff about, Steffy and Finn, which I don't know why they brought that up.
Right.
But everything was just sweet from start to finish. And she actually looked like she appreciated it. And they looked happy. It was pleasant to see on screen because we haven't really seen that relationship chemistry like that with, I really can't think of any other couple, to be honest, except for like when Sally and Adam first got together, or yeah, that's really all I can think of that's most recent. But that's it. And that's a whole other show.
Girl, wait a minute. And did you see how relaxed Hope was? You know what I'm saying? I mean, outside of the whole, sexual energy that they have, I mean, she was laughing and cracking jokes, and it was just, I just loved it today with these two.
It was the little things. The fact that she was like rubbing like the behind his ear and like rubbing his face and like sweetie, and like the way that they were grabbing each other's hands, pulling them close together. It was so good. And this is the part I hate about Thope. It's like I get warped in, and then when it comes down to this woman making a decision, I hate them. I hate this love-hate relationship I have with them. Mm-hmm. But this is really wonderful to see. She cannot say no at this point. How?
How can you? I mean, Liam don't even come close to what Tom has been putting out.
Liam is still on his daddy's couch. While we're talking about effort, he can't even make effort to find an apartment. He can't make an effort to spend some money, at least get a hotel for himself so he can smell himself.
I know, right? We need a baby. We need a Thope baby. I mean, could you imagine how romantic that would be? And she's like, "Oh, Thomas, I'm pregnant."
I want them to really take off with this couple. I want to see the wedding, have the wedding in Rome, have the baby that's going to drive Brooke crazy, and she had no choice but to babysit that child. I want to see this all played out and be well written as well. I don't want them to go to the crazy route with Thomas. I'm praying, keeping my fingers crossed to keep him as is, because he is great, sex, everything.
I mean, he's the full package. I mean, honestly, as long as he's in this space with Hope, because we really haven't seen this side of Thomas. We have not. And so for us to now see him as, listen, I can be that man for you. I'm a one-woman man. I want to love you and this and that. And he's not only saying it, he's showing it.
Oh, in multitude of ways, I'm sure.
And here's the other thing. And if you guys watch my recap for The Bold and the Beautiful that I posted a few hours ago, my speculation, because they talking about let's go to Rome, because she was like, oh, I would love to go back there, and he was like, okay, let's do it. Girl, he got that kind of money, and he was like, okay, let's go. We want to go to Rome, we going to Rome.
They both got that kind of money. She has her own fashion line. They have enough time to take a little trip.
But here's my speculation though. What if, and I know, Jay wants to join. Come on, Jay. Where you at? Let me see. Hold on. Let me invite Jay. Oh, there you go. Okay. All right. Hopefully he'll pop in. All right. My speculation. What if, because he's making a gown and everything. What if they go back to Rome where it all started, and they actually elope and get married in Rome?
Yo. Hey, J Money.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, y'all. If they elope in Rome, Brooke would kill them both.
Girl, she come back home with a big old, she already got the ring, so they know what that look like. But if she said, Mom, call me Hope Forrester.
Like, I got to be a Mrs. Forrester, Mom. You should be proud.
Oh, my. Look, Dewan said Brooke would not allow.
We haven't heard that in a while from our house plan. Where is Brooke?
That's Lee's catchphrase now.
I know, right? Lee's saying that now. What she won't allow. So, what do you think? I know we've been talking a little bit. Jay, what did you? I know you wrote it in the chat, but what's your thoughts on Thope today?
Yeah, you know what? Today was like really nice. It's just like you said, we got to, and we've been asking for this. We got to kind of see a little glimpse of what a home life would be. You know, we've always seen them, like, even though, like, you know, their scenes have been hot. That's all we've been getting. We've been seeing their romps in the office, the infamous multiple hour night romp that they had at his place, but we wanted to actually see a real relationship, you know, like
Right.
see them going out for dinner or having dinner at the house, you know, things like that. So we got to see that, you know, how comfortable she was, you know, just sitting on the couch talking about, like you said, taking trips, reminiscing about Rome. It was like nice to actually see the, you know, the couple side of them. I wish Brooke could see that, you know, and see that it's, you know, not this devious, seedy thing that she keeps trying to make it seem. No, it's an actual closeness between these two that I think is something she needs to see. But she has seen it. She's seen plenty of versions of Hope and Thomas. It was actually just recently in the office. I think I sent a picture in the group chat where it was the first time Brooke wasn't complaining about Thomas like having his arms around Hope, and Brooke has seen examples at like the Forrester parties. They're not hiding anything. They're holding hands. They're kissing in front of each other. They don't care. So I feel Brooke just needs to just accept Thomas as just who he is, because I don't even think she loves him as a stepson. The way that she was talking to Ridge and in the office earlier this week, it's like, why do you still have this much venom if all of the stuff has like gone like what, almost 10 years now, according in that realm, because Beth was what, almost 10 years old herself, so almost 10 years.
Well,
why are you so
here's
mad?
my thing. She still think Thomas is obsessed. Now, I would say he's obsessed in a good way now. Why wouldn't he? This man wanted to cook for her, make dessert, talking about let's go to Rome if you want to go. He's doing all these wonderful things for her. So if you want to call it obsessed, then how about y'all? I mean, not y'all, but how about Brooke look at it as in a good way, with wanting to be that man for her? The way that she should expect Liam to be for Hope all those years. Right. And Brie, like, yeah, she's seen some things, like, you know, a little hand holding and things like that, but like, I don't think she's seen like truly like in depth what they really have, is what I'm saying. So like, it's like moments like this, like if she was to witness something like this, I don't know if it'll still change her mind because Brooke is Brooke, but it should at least show her something. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that it's not just this man that's, you know, darkly obsessed with her daughter. Like, she needs to kind of see what they actually really have together. Cheryl Hines was saying, at first I wasn't a Thope shipper, but after today's episode, I am all for them getting married. Thomas treat Hope with the utmost honor and respect, more than Liam ever did. And even Sammy Thompson says Thomas is nothing like he used to be. He was a complete maniac 10 years ago. Well, okay, I'll give you a portion of that. But I feel it's not up to Brooke to decide whether or not she can accept it, because I feel Hope and Thomas they've made it clear that they're going to be grown and do what they want to do for the rest of their lives. And if you want to get on board, then great. If not, then oh well. But it really comes down to Hope, because she needs to open up her mouth and say that she loves this man. How could she not love this man? And all of that chemistry, how could she not make a decision about the direction she wants to go with him? And the thing is, Brooke has seen them up close and personal several times. Girl, she do not want that to happen. She would rather for that girl to go back to Liam. And
So
Liam
she
has
was.
just not. She's seen the behavior of Liam going back and forth between Steffi and blah, 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 blah. And it's still always, but you need your marriage. You need to go back to Liam. And it's like, what is wrong with you?
Brooke's a whole marriage counselor and applied none of her advice to her own marriages.
Mm-mm. So Denise Fizian says, hold on. Denise Fizian says that I hope they go to Rome for their wedding and honeymoon, and then she ends up pregnant.
Oh, I would be so happy. Oh my goodness.
What were you about to say? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say they can name the baby Liam.
Oh God.
You a monster.
What were you about to say, Jay?
I was gonna say, yeah, we definitely need to see Hope say "I love you" though, because it's already been to the point where we should have seen that. But like after seeing today, and then also something today, I don't know if you both saw YNR, but the way Adam and Sally said "I love you" today was like really sweet. And when I was watching that, I was like, why Hope can't do that? Like, I don't know if you guys saw that when he was getting ready to leave, and that was just like such a sweet moment. And I don't get why Hope can't be like that. Why
I know, right?
Yeah, because that was actually really cute today with Adam and Sally as well. And I'm like, that's what we need from Thope.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a shame where Sally's able to make a decision about her love life quicker than Hope. And Hope was a cheerleader for love. She was the original simp.
Girl, you silly. You call Hope the original simp?
She was the original simp. This is the same woman who blatantly ignored all the stuff that Liam did.
That would be considered a pick-me, wouldn't it?
No. I feel like, is she a pick-me or is she a simp? I feel she's a simp because she chose to allow that stuff to happen to her. Same way that Finn and like the other guys allowed this other stuff to happen around them. That's why I feel Hope and Liam got along so well.
Oh, okay. I thought simps referred to men and pick-me referred to the girls.
I have heard "pick-me girls" before. Yeah. I've heard that phrase before.
I could be wrong. I don't know, girl.
I'm gonna Bree's gonna call her a simp. I feel Steffi's more of a pick me, or she was more of a pick me. She was moving like a pick me to try to get Liam. I feel Hope was always a simp because she was perfectly fine getting cheated on for years.
Wow. Steffi was definitely a pick me when she was trying to go after Bill.
Yeah,
she was definitely a pick me at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just hope when Hope does say the L word to Thomas, it's "I love you" and not "I'm leaving you for Finn." I just hope that's not the L word she's gonna use, because I'm tired of them trying to like give us this situation with Finn. I don't really want to see that.
It looks like Steffi is trying to give up her man at all. You see how quickly she hung up on Liam? Like, look, I don't have to pick this up. Finn was like, look, go and pick the phone up. It might be Kelly. Kelly's okay? Okay, well, bye.
Wait a minute. So I'm gonna switch. Let me switch the I'm gonna switch the video. I mean the picture. Yeah. So that was hilarious. She hung up in his face.
It was under 15 seconds. Y'all, I'm proud of you, girl. Look at you. Look at you.
Oh.
Where was this 10 years ago?
That's the type of energy she should have been having with Liam during them kisses and during all those leave him talks. That's the energy she should have had.
Girl.
Exactly.
Hey, Bree and Jay, his voice got lower. He was like, "Are you alone?"
Even if she was alone, she gonna give you nothing.
That's that sleepy voice. Is he there? Is your man there?
Right. He act like he's trying to play the side dude.
Oh, No, you take that Jerkins, you go back to your daddy's couch.
I know, right? That was Jay. That was funny the way you said, "Is your man there?"
Yeah. Because you know that's what he really need. Are you alone? We know what you really want to ask, bro.
Yeah, he was hoping that Finn wasn't there so he can skate his butt right over to that cliff house. And she was like, "Nope, we'll be fine. I can't talk to you right now. Bye."
He was hoping that man walked out again so he could slide over.
Oh my goodness. He looked at that phone like, she hung up on me. Yep, she sure did.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
I can't even say poor Liam because his dad called him out. It's like, hey, you're trying to go after Steffi still. It's like you're waiting in the wings for her, and the facial expressions were like I guess. What do you mean you guess?
Look how he looking at the phone in the picture.
Right. That's why I did that. And see, I say I got to get the because the way he looking at the phone, I had to get the facial reaction and everything. He was like, she hung up on me? Yes, she hung up on you.
Yeah, he ain't that guy no more. He was that guy for 10 years running, and then the new sheriff in town. Poor Liam, poor Tink Tink, poor Land of O'Lakes,
poor little puke waffle boy. Girl, listen, that's what he get. That was a man. I when I saw that earlier this afternoon, I was rolling. I was like, that's what you get.
Under 15 seconds, I was thrilled. I'm like, okay, Steffi, you all grown up. You're not chasing men anymore, which is refreshing to see from her.
See,
I hated that about Steffi. Like, why are you chasing these guys?
Yeah. My only thing is that what is the storyline going to be for him? Is he still just going to keep for the next amount of time trying to undermine Finn and Steffi? Or I was hoping that Sheila Carter's daughter, whoever, Diana or Mary, come in there. She's this, young woman in her, 30s. And Liam end up with her and realize that he's dating Sheila Carter's daughter. So see what you got to say about that, since you worried about Steffi being with Sheila Carter's son.
T.
Huh?
I swear to God, I was thinking that in my head right before you said it. I was thinking that whole scenario out. I would love it if Daisy showed up and he started getting to know her and dating her, but not knowing. And she's not revealing that side yet either. Almost like she's doing it to help Finn and Liam away from Steffi. I would love it if they did something like that. If he ended up dating Daisy, not knowing that she was daughter. I would love that.
Yeah, that would be interesting, man. Oh, well, I don't know. I guess we'll see. But for right now, it looks like Liam is trying to see if he can find a way to slide in. Because here's the thing. Even if, Finn walk away again or they take some time apart, that don't mean Liam is just going to be able to be taken back by Steffi. Steffi could be like, yeah, we cool. You can come around and see me, but you ain't finna be my man right now.
Yes, especially if those Steffi Carter rumors are true.
Okay, we're going to stop that.
Because I want to see that.
It's okay, J Money. I think you said that to irritate me. It's all right. I prefer, and I'm going to campaign for this, no Carter with Steffi or with anyone, really.
I am all for Sarter. I'm all for
Sarter.
That's not even
hey, wait a minute. Hold on. That shouldn't be.
I'm all for Starter because them
Starter
is going to be fire.
I don't know about that.
Steffi and Carter?
I guess. I don't know. I know. You know what? You're not the only one, Jay. I think Keish had also brought that up in the past, too.
Keish is a big fan. It's a lot of people on X that want to see it.
So let me ask you guys this, because this was in the comment section. Who wrote that? Chivy's comment. Let me see if I can find it. It was just up. Oh, she says, I'll be honest. I do not care for Finn. I find the actor very dry in his acting. Do you think that Tanner Novlin is doing this because he's trying to play a doctor, or I mean,
I personally don't have an issue with Finn. I have it. It's when he tries to cry that I really root for him, because it'll be microscopic, but there'll be a tear there, at least one. But it would be nice if he was able to turn on the waterworks where it's necessary, because it's like the facial expressions. I love, and Tanner, I love you. But the facial expression.
like the expression of what he got right here on the screen. I don't know if you can see it.
I'm like, and he's struggling to get them tears out. He struggled, poor baby. But I don't find his acting bad. I don't find it at all bad. But
Yeah, I mean, it's mixed because somebody like Jasmine said Finn is weak, but then you got Sammy that says that they prefer Finn over Waffle Boy. So,
well, it seems like both Hope and Steffi prefer anybody over Waffle Boy, really.
I will have to say I do agree with Chivy. Tanner is a bit limited with his acting. He is a bit dry. I still enjoy the portrayal of Finn, but I do see the limitations he has, like in his acting. Like if you see him compared to like the guy who plays Adam on Y&R, or even Liam,
like Mark Grossman.
Yes, or even Liam. We may not like the character of Liam, but you do see that Scott is a really talented actor. I've liked him a lot ever since I saw him on Would Like to Live. Like Scott is actually a really good actor. Matt is a really good actor. Like, so you can see the differences between him in good actors, but for what Finn is, I think Tanner does a solid job. But yes, you can see the dryness in his performance, and you can see his limitations. But I think he does good enough for what is expected from Finn.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I guess my problem with Finn is that I just need him to speak up for himself a lot more. There is no, I mean, people, that whole Forrester family, whether it's about this Sheila situation or anything else, they tell him what to do. Steffi tells him what to do. Before this whole scenario, she was running his decisions. You know? And that's, to me, I'm like, dude, can you like say, no, I'm not doing this today?
I'm wondering if this is what he's used to, given how his mom is. I wonder if Lee has always been that way in his household, so he's used to, I guess, following.
Maybe witness, right? Because I feel like how Steffi treats him, Lee was probably definitely treating Jack like that. So he's probably used to seeing, growing up around that, and probably that's why he's okay with it, because Lee is very domineering.
And then on the flip side, there is no way that people like Liam and just coming in and talk to him any old kind of way. Like you said, Scott playing Liam the other day in Finn's office, he was giving it to him, and Finn was just like, why don't you just leave and mind your own business, and it's like, you need to throw him out. You're a doctor at this hospital. He shouldn't be there talking crazy. Call security, punch him out or something. I don't know. But he, it's just like he's so reserved. And it's okay to have, to be able to manage how you react. I think that's a good thing. But Liam had no right to be coming in there telling him about a situation that's going on in his marriage. Throw him out.
Right. This was a moment where he could have been a little hot-headed, and I think, just to Finn's credit, I feel like his demeanor has always just been even-tempered, kind of like how Hope is, where she wants to where they like to kind of take time to kind of work a situation out. They don't let people just rattle them so easily. They say what they need to say, and they kind of go about their business. But in this moment, or last week, Finn should have just drew Liam out his office, or say like, hey, the morgue is down the corner.
No, dang.
You can go out two ways because
Oh
you're
my
not going to
God.
disrespect me.
I mean, that's why everybody hung on to the little puke term because that's the most energy we've heard with, and Tanner obviously ad-libbed that because I think he was supposed to be saying something else, but he said, you little puke. And we hung on to that for so long because to see Finn react out to him like he did, it was like, oh wow, Finn, okay. You
Oh,
know.
I loved Finn. When he first came on, I loved him. It seems like he went completely quiet, especially since like after he had that DNA test scare.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like Finn just turned quiet and kind of just been underneath Steffi, which sucks.
The
But
term
I
is
feel like
docile.
yeah, yes. Poor Finn. I feel that it's going to be an ongoing battle with Liam, but I feel Steffi needs to also speak with her family about how they treat her husband, because it should also bother her the way Ridge speaks about her husband. But I don't think she's really heard. But no, she's heard how Ridge talks about him.
It in defense of her, right? So maybe that's why she doesn't have a problem with it.
Yeah,
like he's doing it to like kind of promote her side of things. So maybe that's why she doesn't say anything, because like he's taking up for her.
Yeah. But oh well. I'm just more so proud that at least Steffi is standing up for Finn this week, but I need for Finn to stand up for himself. Like, you're a whole doctor. Play operations with Liam.
Dang.
Get him a whole new mindset.
What you said? Take him to the OR. Take him to the OR right quick.
Get some personality. Get some sense of style.
Let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you guys, the two of you, a question. Do you think that Steffi is just giving Finn lip service to get through this, or is she really truly concerned? Because in my opinion, if Finn had felt the same way everybody else, including her, day one after it happened, I honestly don't think she would be like, oh, I killed someone and I'm so concerned of how this is for you. Is she just, because the looks on her face when he started talking about his vision, she's looking like, dang, will he just get over it?
Yes, she does have that look on her face. And I think it's exactly like you said. If he was going around saying, I'm glad she's gone, she'd be skipping up and down the block.
That's what I was saying the other day. And I know that some folks didn't agree with me, but I think she's just putting on just to put on myself. Just because like I just said, if Finn was like good riddance, she wouldn't think twice about what had happened.
She'd be looking like Sounds of Garden, spinning around some of the hills are alive. She would be, you know what I mean? Like, no care. Be shining, Sheila gone.
No, what you
happy, I'm happy.
What do you think, Bree?
I feel that she is trying to be there for her husband. I see where you're talking about where she did look, like why are you still talking about her? But I don't think she has the mental capacity to deal with helping her husband and also trying to help herself. This is what I was trying to say last week. They can't really be of help to each other because she's never going to fully understand his place. She can understand to a certain degree, but she's going to kind of side more so with her family as far as when it comes to Sheila. I just don't think she's going to just gloat about it in his face. And I also think that she's also in shock for unaliving somebody. But as far as Finn goes, he can't be there for her while he has those visions. So they both need a buffer in between each other, like her mom. But that's wishful thinking.
Somebody said Tanner has more. That was Monique. Tanner has the best chemistry with the emu.
Oh Lord.
That's on the Liberty commercials.
But T, you're
Mm.
definitely right about those looks because I was laughing a bit today when he was telling her, I keep seeing her. I look and she's there. And then I turned away and then I looked again and she was gone. And she had this look on her face like, oh, Lord,
But did you
again?
hear what she when he first talking about I seen her? She said, "Seen who?" And I'm like, "Who else?" She was like, "Who did you?" She was
And
like,
she had that look on her face like, oh my Lord, you still seeing her? But see, I'm liking these like nightmares he's having because you're like, especially when they show the visions of the actual attack, Steffi really looks like an attacker.
mm-hmm.
And these visions he's had, and I want them to just go full because like you can tell this is really messing with his mind. I want them to go like full out with these visions, right? I want him to see visions of like Steffi actually bragging about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe she's in the kitchen with Thomas and Red, and she's like, "Yeah, I grabbed the knife," and I was like, "Ugh."
That's actually a great idea.
I think that would be perfect because like it's all villainizing her, and then I can see him like tripping, like, "You're bragging about it? What is wrong with you?" And then she could be like, "What are you talking about?" Like, you know, they really have him go through it with these. If they're gonna go there, go all the way with it. I want to see something like that.
Well, go
And
ahead.
I was gonna say, and then Liam could be sitting on the couch and Steffi hops and right onto his lap.
Oh my
And then he's
gosh.
like, and she's like, cha cha.
Oh,
Oh my God. You know?
that's funny. But the reason why I thought that is because number one, she's been saying since the February 21st episode that she wants Sheila unalived all that week. And then it finally happened when Ridge and them came to the house and they was calling her an animal and all of that stuff, and Finn started freaking out. Steffi had the look on her face like, why aren't you feeling the same way that we are? Until she realized that this man is really being impacted. And then she kind of turned tone to, I'm going to send y'all home. Y'all go home. Let me deal with this over here.
Yeah.
So
when he said that animal was my mother and all of that stuff, that's when the light bulb went over her head.
Yeah, because at first she was hoping, because she's been directing and dictating his thoughts for the last 3 years, she was hoping that he was going to feel just like the rest of them. And when it didn't happen, she was looking at him like, wait, what? And then she, like you said, he got mad. My mom is not an animal. She was like, oh, okay, y'all got to go home. I'll call y'all later. Let me deal with him. Okay. Yeah. So and then the look that I saw today when she was hugging him and her eyes had kind of shifted, and she's like, oh my God, we still dealing with this. Yeah, we're still dealing with it.
KH in the comments says saying you want someone unalived and actually doing it are two very different things. Yes, K, but also saying you want someone unalived and doing it the next day.
Doing it the next day.
She did that the next day.
Yeah, she did. Yes, she did. So I don't know, but because I want to make sure this is not one of our 2-hour lives. But then we got Bill. And Bill talking about how unhappy, he's infuriated with Finn. It's like, dude, you threw a whole person out of a helicopter. Right. Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Steffi's father.
Exactly.
You exploded a building with your son in it.
Oh, what else? Anything else? I think somebody got pushed over a cliff. Was that Amber?
No, he was attempting to do that, but he didn't do that. So we can't give him that. But he has done a lot of heinous things, a lot of it to Hope. But it was good to see Bill. That's his regular self. He was the original #1 fan of Steam. And I think he still is. I think any opportunity for Liam to get with Steffi, Bill will always be on board.
Yeah, because he low-key probably wanted her himself.
Wait, Bree, was he still the #1 fan of Steam when he betted Steffi while she was still married?
Yeah.
That was the only time he went from #1 to #10. So...
Yeah, because that's interesting. Steffi been with Bill, Liam, and Wyatt.
The whole trifecta. But okay.
Yeah, I mean, we can't say that about Hope. Now, yeah, Hope was with Liam and Wyatt, but she wasn't with Bill.
Not yet.
She said not
I
yet.
honestly feel that's going to happen.
All we need is Katie to be with Leo, and she will have her trifecta too. The father and both sons.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because Katie was with Wyatt for a period of time.
Oh, poor Brooke. She missing out.
Yeah, she ain't messed with none of the sons yet. What's going on with Brooke?
Maybe that's why she was always pushing Hope and Liam together, because she was secretly wishing it was herself. And the thing is, that's what I really thought, because I'm like, why would you allow Liam to do this to your daughter, and you're encouraging your daughter to go back to him? You must want this man.
Yeah, she was so team Liam. It's just pathetic. So yeah, you would think she was, huh?
More than Hope was.
Exactly. Because Hope was running around last year talking about, I want somebody who don't have a divided heart. And her mom was like, but still. What do you mean, but still?
But that's all Brooke knows is a divided heart. That's why she happy with the man she got now.
Girl, and are they getting married? We ain't heard no more about her designing her dress.
Do they need to get married? At this stage of the game, do they need to get married?
Well, I'm wondering.
The last 40 didn't work.
Girl, I guess that ship has sailed, okay? So why won't y'all, that's what they did with Victor and Nikki. They like, look, we ain't gonna keep breaking them up. Let's just let them stay together to what is it called? In perpetuity. We're gonna let them stay together forever and don't leave them alone. Just might as well leave Brooke and Ridge together. Whether they got married secretly or if they just cohabitating, whatever. I'm over it.
That's just like they leaving Brooke and Ridge's wedding alone. That's what they should have did with that Emma storyline.
You know what? Right. Speaking of Emma, what is up with them throwing out these crazy spoilers? Because Xander was supposed to come back last month. We ain't seen Xander.
Did the spoiler say Xander returns or Xander comes back? Because if it was Xander returns, maybe they meant he returned to London and we wasn't seeing him again. Maybe that's what the spoiler was meant to say.
That was part. He was supposed to show up in February sweeps, and all we got was RJ Luna, and except that last week with Sheila. So I don't know what they doing. It's almost like they're purposely trying to throw us off with certain things, because there was a spoiler last month where Bill and Poppy was supposed to sleep together, and that didn't happen. They came close to it, remember? And then the kids came in, but I think that's what they meant. Yeah. But 2 or 3 days later, there was another spoiler, which was a Friday cliffhanger, that saying that they were supposed to spend the night together, and it didn't happen.
You know what I think? I feel like there is a small part of them that's clearly listening to the audience, because they have, I feel like they've taken some of the suggestions, or a few of the suggestions, because I remember we've always been asking for them to show like date scenes or like couple, like normal scenes between Hope and Thomas. And we finally get it. And we begged and we pleaded not to see a broken rich wedding. We got our wishes.
Yeah.
I feel like they're taking bits and pieces, but I also feel they're throwing a lot out there to see what sticks for fans and what might throw some interest. And I feel they just went ahead and just wrapped up that Xander thing, because we didn't hear nothing regarding Xander, Emma, or nothing like that. Especially after there's a lot of reviews, or not, a lot of reactions about they don't want Thomas to go down the wrong road. So I feel like they're taking bits and pieces from what we're saying.
Yep.
They sure didn't take no bits and pieces when the fans was asking for Taylor. They drew the line at that.
Exactly. Yeah, I if you, like I said, if you're not going to bring Krista back, bring somebody.
Because it's obvious she's needed. She is desperately needed. The character is needed.
The character, exactly.
She could help. She could be helping Finn right now.
Yep.
Yes. You know what I wish they had done with Krista and Tanner, because they actually had really decent chemistry.
I know where you're headed.
She could have been helping Finn, and then they could have developed like a love relationship. That would have changed the whole complexion of how Steffi views her mother, and she would almost kind of look at her like on a Brooke level. That would have created a whole different sort of storyline.
That would have destroyed Taylor and Steffi's eyes too, though. So I mean, it would have made for a great story and great drama. But
yes,
it would be wild if they did that.
Right.
To Steffi and Taylor.
All right, we got about 10 minutes left. I do want to talk about this, and this is switching over to the Young and the Restless. I got to ask y'all about Lily. Do you guys feel sorry for Lily?
I feel sorry because I feel yes and no. I feel sorry for her because no one deserves to get cheated on. It's absolutely wrong, and yeah, but at the same time, you guys, they recently had committed to each other. They recently had like given each other keys and stuff. And she also knew that he was also struggling with his feelings for Heather at the time. So she shouldn't be surprised. But yes, he is wrong to cheat, and I do feel bad because no one deserves that.
What about you,
Lily
Jay?
doesn't deserve that.
I'm sorry. I thought you were done. What about you, Jay?
Yeah, I do feel bad for her as well. The way she found out, and then like we said, nobody, you don't want to ever see, especially a good person. You don't ever want to see somebody get cheated on. And when he told her today, I forgot exactly how she asked him her words.
Are you in love with her?
Yes. And when he said, I don't think I ever stopped loving her.
Correct.
I was like, oof. That was like a gut punch. And, I did feel bad for her. Like, I think at the end of the day, it's a good thing because you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody if he's thinking about somebody else anyway. And, that's not good either. But, yeah, I do feel bad for her for what she had to go through. And I also think he was a sleazeball for bringing up the fact that Devon knew. I felt like that was slimy on his part.
Gotcha. I didn't understand why he brought that up. Like, what was the whole point of that?
Well, here's my perspective.
It was a scapegoat move, in my opinion. He just threw that out there because he was feeling so guilty, and he just threw that out there. Oh, yeah, that's what Devon said, too.
I think it's accountability to go all the way around. So, Heather knew exactly what she was coming to town for. She ain't slick. She came there. She saw them two together. She realized, and the fact that Daniel was getting his life together. He had got the newest Omega Sphere thing off the ground, and he had a decent job. And so she like, okay, when he's back where I need him to be, I need to get him back. Knowing that he had started moving into a relationship with Lily. So she was wrong for that. When it comes to Daniel, if you know that you still have feelings, unresolved feelings, he shouldn't have never signed up getting back with this girl. It shouldn't have never happened. You need to go clean up your unfinished business, and then whichever direction it take, whether you close the door on Heather or close the door on Lily, you won't have this issue. As for Lily, and I've seen Thursday's episode too, she keeps saying, I knew this all the time. She did the exact same thing with Billy and Chelsea. She saw it and then come and say, man, I saw this happen. And when people show you who they are, believe them. Do not ignore the red flags. And she also said in today's episode that I saw how devastated you was when you found out Heather had a new relationship in Portugal. That should have told me then. I saw this unfold in front of my face, because she talks about it in Thursday's episode too. You saw this. You saw the writing on the wall. Sometimes you need to read the writing. And Tay said, listen, you need to go clean up your unfinished business. Now, I know this is a soap opera. This is cheating happens. But I just think there's accountability to go around. So she knew it was coming. She admitted to it.
And poor girl, I wish there was like a guy waiting in the wings for her, but unfortunately, it's not going to happen on this show.
No.
Unless I've been begging to put her with Nick. Please, writers, Brad Bell, or whoever's listening, please. It would be nice and refreshing to see her with a Newman, because we've never seen her do that.
Yeah, well, she wasn't too happy when Nate got involved with the Newman, so to throw herself into, because anytime you get involved with a Newman, you're gonna have to deal with Victor, and I don't know if Lily want to go into that world. So
plus, if she's with Nick, how long would Nick stay loyal, or how long would that have lasted? See, if Adam was single, I think that would have been an interesting pairing.
I don't know about that.
No.
With Nick, I don't see it. Like, I don't see that being a long-lasting thing with Nick.
Well, none of Lily's relationships are long-lasting. Plus, we've seen Nick, he can commit to a situationship. And he commits to a situationship, and he can commit to a woman who's not in love with him. So he has, capabilities of, being like a fun side guy, or like, a fun time for Lily, because who can she really be in a relationship with on the show? That's left.
Exactly, except for Nicholas.
Well, Kyle's single, but I don't know.
No, well, the spoilers are out for the week of March 18th. And Kyle is missing Summer. So.
Summer show ain't missing him.
I know.
Not after that shower scene.
Yes, indeedy. I don't think Kyle. I think you're gonna be SOL.
DeJuan, I agree. Lily and Adam could have been interesting. They had some little moments like a couple of years ago, and I thought maybe they would have done something, but they didn't do anything with it.
But that's the thing. She can't stand Adam. No, I mean and see, here's the interesting thing, because there is a new, and I'll just put it like this, coupling alert tomorrow, but it's not the type of coupling you expect. Yeah, and so I'll spoil for those that watch the Thursday's episode. They're actually putting Audra and Sally in a friendship couple. So, and I enjoy. And you got to see the interaction with those two, and they're speaking to each other about their relationship, her relationship with Adam, her relationship with Tucker, and there's no cuckoo Chloe to judge her. They understand the complexities of dealing with these type of men that are outsiders. It was a nice thing to watch, to actually see them connect.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Bree.
No, I was going to say, where was Audra at in the beginning of this whole Nick and Adam thing? She could have helped her organize her life skills. See, I've been begging for these two to be friends.
Well, you'll get it. I'm telling you, check it out tomorrow, or if you can check it out tonight and see it early. I like the friendship connection that I see between those two, because Sally doesn't have a person to talk to, because every time she talk about Adam, Chloe is always down her throat, right?
Puffing and puffing.
Exactly. And Audra doesn't have a girlfriend to talk to about anything, because everybody hates Tucker, and Audra just don't have any female friends on the show. So putting her with Sally, who both of their significant others are outsiders, pretty much. I mean, slowly Adam is wiggling his way into the family, but they don't 100% trust him, and nobody trusts Tucker. However, Tucker is kissing Ashley tomorrow, so.
I wanted to ask you this, though, and I'm wondering if you're hoping it leads to this. Do you think this could be one of them situations, You know what
I'm thinking?
Yes, the old age tale of don't tell your girlfriend.
Right. Because here's the thing. Listen, we thinking the same thing, Jay. I'm like, what if she gets too close talking about Adam? Because the way she was asking. So Just to, and Chivy D, she saw it obviously because she posted in the chat that Sally and Audra was good. It is. But the way that the conversation started, Audra is like, "So, are you and Adam still dating?" I'm like, "Why are you asking?" You know, and she was like, "Yeah, we're, you know," and she was like, "Are y'all in a relationship?" And Sally was like, "Yeah, we are." You know, so it would be nice if they were BFFs and then Audra ended up sleeping with Adam behind Sally's back.
Yeah, because the second you said that, and now you already said Tucker kisses Ashley.
Yes.
So if Audra gets fed up with Tucker and she ends up leaving him, and Sally's telling her how good Adam treats her, and he did this for me, he did that for me, Audra's mind starts to wander, and maybe she starts flirting with Adam, a little seduction, and then, boy.
Listen, you remember they Kim tested Audra and Adam in the jazz lounge when Kyle was down there? And the way that he was talking to Kyle, called him a little puppy dog.
Yeah.
And Audra was looking at him like, "Ooh, I like power."
Yeah.
You know, I'm telling you, writers, I don't know how you can make this happen. You need to put Adam and Audra together. That scene.
Hot, but I like Sally and Adam.
Listen, Jay, that ship has sailed. Okay.
No.
They messed that up in 2023 with that whole thing with Nicholas and the breakup over the job and all that stuff and the baby, and I'm over that.
They were so cute today. The way they said "I love you," and then he held her hand as he walked away until he had to let it go. I'm still Sally and Adam. I'm sorry.
Listen,
but I cannot deny that Adam and Audra would be hot.
Oh, it would be hot. Now there is still Nate out there, so I know, Bree. Before you get started,
Nate, come on, put them gates down.
Listen, I mean, if because I'm telling you, Ashley is being real seductive and aggressive tomorrow, and so you know she ended up kissing Tucker, and Tucker like, "Oh, I ain't never seen this side of you." I gotta give it to Eileen Davidson. She was rocking that, yes, and she called her daughter in her dreams annoying. She get on my. Oh, you gotta check out. Tomorrow is good.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
I need you to send me the link. So
listen, the voices in Ashley's head and how she talking about Abby. Oh my goodness! If Abby only knew.
I mean, she's only speaking for how we truly feel about Abby.
Oh gosh.
Well, I'll speak for myself.
She called her an annoying brat.
Facts.
And she called her family annoying too. They get on her nerves. Whoever this third part, this voice in her head, is talking crazy.
Find out.
Yeah, that
actually has.
What'd you say?
I want to know. I can't wait to find out what she actually has, what they actually medically or legally say she has, because I want to know.
Yeah, it was.
They've sort of labeled it online, but I don't know if that's going to stick. I don't want to say it. I'll say it in the group chat, but they've kind of labeled it, and it makes sense to me.
But you know what?
I had a relative who was similar to this.
I honestly want Tucker, and you know, if they're not going to put Phyllis in his direction, I actually want Tucker and Ashley together. They got better chemistry. I hate that if they are putting these two back together, I don't like the route that they're taking. Just, you know, figure out another way to put them together. But those two have a lot. Eileen Davidson and Trevor have good chemistry together.
I think Michelle and Trevor got good chemistry too. That would have been something if they actually did pursue Tucker and Phyllis. I'm mad that they teased that and didn't give it to us.
Yeah.
They can give it to us towards the end of the year, especially since it's happened around New Year's. They can get together this coming New Year's.
Because if he and Ashley do get back together, how long is that realistically gonna last? A couple of years?
Right. And Audra would have moved on.
Somebody in the chat said that could they put Lily with Cole?
Ooh, age difference. That's daddy vibes. If they end up having her go with Cole.
I mean, do you think, because that's the other thing, Cole was feeling some kind of way listening to Victoria talk to Michael. You think he
Yes, it
was
was.
interested?
Them sandwiches looked good too. I was looking at them sandwiches more than I
I,
was.
I asked if do you think Cole was interested? You talk about them sandwiches.
No, but I think he was. I think that's why he's stopping his tracks listening, because I think he is starting to feel something for Victoria again.
What do you think, Bree?
I'm still stuck on the fact that they want to put Lily and Cole together. I'm trying to see it still. Same way I'm trying to see Phyllis and Christine fight over Danny. I'm still trying to see what the thing would be, but I think Cole should be kind of used to how the Newmans work. I think he's more surprised that this is still how Victoria operates, but I can't really pair him up with anybody except for Ashley. But that's really about it. Just go ahead and let him be with Victoria.
Yeah.
See, Michael must have thought them sandwiches looked good too, because did you see he was halfway done with one before the end of the show?
That's funny. And poor Jordan, I don't think she getting out of that hole.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah, poor. She gonna be a poor little tink tink. She locked up in that hole. No food, no nothing.
Well,
he must be gonna be calling the authorities to go get her, right?
Knowing Victor, he probably gonna leave her there to die.
Yeah, because he's already tried to do the same thing to Lily.
And then Nick gonna leave the company because he gonna feel guilty that his father basically made him help him.
Oh, let's talk about that right quick before we go. And we listen. I agree with you on this one, Jay. They should have let Adam been the one to save Victor.
Yeah.
Not the golden boy. What you think, Bree?
That's unfortunate. I'm not surprised. They give Adam very few bones to try to run with.
Oh, your phone. You going in and out.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. It was a little pixelated or something.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. No, I said I'm not surprised. They never give Adam an opportunity to prove himself unless he happens to be there with them. But I'm not surprised that the golden child was able to save the day and everyone around Adam's getting redemption. I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah. And I mean, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Jay.
One of the reasons I thought it fit Adam so well is because, Nick is always the hero saving the damsel in distress, and Adam has kind of like that darkness and that gritty to him. Mm-hmm. So out of the two of them, if anybody would have been willing to go taser a woman, I thought it would have fit Adam
right
really
then.
Well,
Nicholas,
he's just like Victor. You know what I mean? So I could have seen him coming behind her and just tasing her like that. Like I felt like that fit Adam's character better.
Yeah.
If he was looped into that Jordan storyline, I can see that, but I think they purposely written him out of that so they can have that result, because they still want to make Adam the bad guy within the family or the black sheep within the family, and this glorifies Nick more, unfortunately.
Exactly. And you see what they ended up doing between Claire and Adam, because Claire was interested in getting to talk to Adam and getting to know him, because he was he was born separately outside the family. And of course, now she's like, you're just like what they're saying. You're not like the other Newmans. I'm like, girl, please, you 2 seconds into this family.
Yeah, but when she said that, I knew they was going to do that. Like, I knew Victoria was obviously, and maybe a little bit off screen, basically talking down on Adam to her. Like, when she was giving her the details of the family. I knew this girl was going to just, like, put Adam in the worst light.
Yeah, it
And
sucked.
then it was confirmed when she said, yeah, they're right about you. I'm like, really?
Right. So, oh, Lord. Well, there you have it. Y'all got any last things to say before I shut it down? Because I got to watch Love is Blind reunion.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, that whole show. No, see you guys Friday. Please like and subscribe, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just to touch off the Claire and Adam thing, I do hope, because I was thinking this when that was going down. I was hoping maybe Adam would apologize for coming down on Sir so hard, and they get a chance to bond and get to know each other, because I would actually like to see Adam and Claire bond.
Yeah, I would too. I would honestly like to, because just like we used to say about him and Abby, because they were always the Newman outsiders. You know what I'm saying? And so that, for a moment we did see some moments between Abby and Adam. Now with Claire fresh into the family, it would have been nice to kind of see them, but now she feels some kind of way about Adam. It's like Adam was concerned whether or not she was a part of this because, like Bree said, he wasn't looped into the storyline. He was somewhere else when they were keeping secrets about Seth and setting up all these plans, and Claire's calling Jordan. So Adam had no clue of any of all of this. And so now he's at the tail end of this, and he's wondering, well, wait a minute, what's going on? What happened to Victor? Did you have something to do with it? And she turned around and got the nerve to get mad. It's like, think. That dude, you haven't seen him to ask you these questions. So it's not like he's a mean person. He just was wondering if you had a part of it.
Yeah, and I don't think he's above apologizing and saying, hey, maybe I went a little too hard with you. And I could see them hugging it out.
Yeah.
So I hope that's what they do with that.
Yep. Well, we'll see. All right, you guys. There you have it. Thanks, Bree. Thanks, Jay. Because I had to do this midweek chat, I should say, to talk about what happened today on Bold. And then talk about Lily coming back for the first time and since, October? Because she was gone. She's been gone a long time. So, because I think she had her baby in November or December.
And she took every day of that maternity
Yes,
leave.
she did. She took all the time that she needed. So, all right, you guys. Well, stay tuned for tomorrow recaps and then also for our Friday chat. And until then, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.